Is it? Yep, okay. Everything is so confusing. Sometimes on the other computer it seems like it's not. Like I have to hit a button to start streaming. Otherwise, here, no, I don't have to. So, you can't hear what I'm listening to, right? Just to double check. Because I have music playing. Okay, good. So, I'm just working on a Sunday morning because I'm a little behind. Let me maybe crop out some of the background. Wee. So, I have 3 classes that I'm teaching. So I'm teaching like a introductory C++ course. So this one is the string lab that I need to finish writing and then write documentation for. But also I'm bored, so I was gonna see if anyone was gonna be online and talk to me. Possibly. I don't usually get a whole lot of viewers, but I'm gonna put this on Twitter actually. Come talk to me while I do class prep. Okay, so I'll leave this on here. Actually, I'll pop out the chat. Wee! Hello, Luna. I love you. Oh. So, I have 3 different C++ courses I'm teaching this semester, and I like to put all my resources up on my webpage instead of on the LMS, the Learning Management System, because anything made so that non-programmers can build shit is just slower for me because I can build shit faster if I do it from scratch. Um, so I didn't have a strings lab. I've been using these video lectures for like 4 years, so I need to update them, but I have a strings lecture in slides. It doesn't go into depth. Hi, how are you doing, Soda Pop? So I'm just gonna put a little lab in between these 2 labs. And if you wanted to do some C++ labs, all that's over here. Um, Everything isn't written for CS235 or 250 yet, because I've taught 250 before. I haven't taught 235 before, but I have to adapt a bunch of stuff that I have had in the past. But otherwise, my CS200 is pretty much good to go, but I wanted to add a strings lab because I didn't really have one, particularly for strings last time I taught it. Man, when was the last time I taught it? In the summer. Okay, no, man. Time. Time is a thing. Uh, just a moment. I have to cuddle this cat or she'll keep getting in my way. Also, where's my other webcam? I can set up the cat cam because I have 2 cats over here. I don't see that other webcam. I don't know where it went. I will grab this and there's a cat. Can't see her because it's very bright. And then here's another cat. Hello. That's Pixel. So let me put this back down and not drop it. I am a terrible piano owner. This tripod is currently sitting on my piano keyboard. uh, but I don't know. I should play some piano sometime. Yes, I have so many cute cats. Luna, what are you doing? I also have a messy desk. I can change this so you can see Luna being a troublemaker over there. Getting on. Why do the cats eat paper? Don't. Get off the paper. Don't eat my expensive shiny paper that I use for zines. Okay. So I want them to be able to use all of the basic string stuff. So first I write the lab itself. I write like the solution for it just so I have it all made, and then I make a starter version, and then I do the documentation. So substring, give them a position. So I'm not wrapping the functions themselves. I'm making little void functions for people to enter the information they need, because I thought since they're just going to be learning functions at this point, um, we don't want to overcomplicate things by wrapping functions inside of functions. This is for my like concepts of programming with C++ course at JCCC. So it's basically it's the second programming class, but it's kind of like the first main programming class because the introductory one is very much surface level, kind of like here's a little bit of coding and some of the concepts. And we're working on changing that starter course up because it's like kind of old and it's kind of a mishmash of things, so hopefully we'll make that a little bit better. Plus the Python version of the course is much more in-depth programming wise. Luna, what if I put my keyboard where you're at and you laid where the keyboard is at? Is that okay? Is that acceptable? You're close to me still. Jeez, I don't know if this will point. There's a Luna right here, and there's my keyboard here. So, eh. Videos are hard. Okay. So we need to get the position and... Okay. So I'm just going to have the user enter the starting position and the amount of characters. And then we're going to call substring with the position and the length. And actually, we'll probably just replace the original string with that. So, get order, that's going to compare two strings. Int result is compare. Yep. String.compare second. If result is less than 0, else if result is 0, else if result is greater than 0. I know this can be an else case, but sometimes I just like to have stuff be explicit, especially for new programmers. Like, I could say else. Like, we could just say could use else. I could also put this in the documentation, but sometimes just for like symmetry or also just being explicit, sometimes I like to use an else if statement. So let's say string is less than second. Or maybe I can format this because that's a very long string. Luna in the way, everywhere and every day. Oops. But I love my Luna cat. Okay. Greater than, and then is the same as, though I'm not going to type out the entire string again because I put some of the safety dance lyrics as the text string. Boop. Okay. Combine, that's easy. enter a string to add to the end. String is string plus second. String. Enter a string to insert. Probably int position. Enter a position to insert at. And string.insert position insert string. To remove from its length. Enter amount of characters to remove. And then I think it's erase, yeah. Position, length. Replace. We'll move this down here. Ooh. I should have my second. Oh, here's the webcam. This webcam is kind of frayed at the edge, so it doesn't always work. That's why I had to buy a new webcam. Also, so I'm in Linux, and if I'm running Zoom, which we use for school, if this webcam like disconnects itself or because it has a loose connection and whatever, it will just crash Zoom, so that's fun. Move my day planner over here. Oh, yep, is the camera working? Whee! Oh, well, you see my lamp? No, you see my squirt bottle for the kitty cats. Put this over here. Oop, well, that's not a very good. Can't see the kitty cats. Also, I maybe need to update the crop here. Look at this kitty cat. She's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to select this, just this camera view. There. My kitty, pixel kitty cat. There we go. That's a better view. That's okay. It's okay to lurk. I'm just working. And I just thought, I guess I could also open Discord and see who's on there. I haven't been chatting very much in different places. No, my face! You can't see my face. Cat cam. Rachel cam. There. Is that... I think that's okay. Cat cam! I also have my other cat over there, but I can really... I don't want to risk it. I can't really move that webcam to somewhere where you can see both. So, okay. Going to insert a string. So string dot replace position length insert string. And I believe that it replaces, it has a reference, so Do I need to do that? I didn't think I... Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. Last one. So this last one is like a more advanced replace, because usually when you want to do a string replace, you just want to put in one string and like search for it and replace it with some other string. So that's a manual, something we have to manually do in C++, unless there's like an updated feature, but I didn't see anything in the string library. So we'll have string replace me, string to replace, get line, cn replace me. Hello. Thank you. This is Pixel, my sweet kitty cat, my third kitty cat out of 4. Okay, insert string, and then, so first we'll have to position of replace me is, and well, technically, yeah, we'll do string dot find replace me. That'll give me a position. If position of replace me is no position, hi Luna, then say can't find substring to replace, and just return. Otherwise, Luna's probably gonna trip on this wire and mess up my camera. Oh, nope, she's just here. Hello. What's up? What's up? You wanna be with me? Aw, okay. This is what Luna usually does. Like, she doesn't usually hang out with me unless I'm at the computer, and then she wants attention. Okay, so if we can find the position of a thing to replace, then we will say string is string dot replace, position of replace me, replace me dot size. We'll see if that works. And insert string. Luna, get me tangled in my stuff. That's an okay spot to sit. That's fine. You're on the side. Okay, so I should probably also output some text. Actually, I think I had some from before. Maybe? Or maybe that was an old version. I don't know. String is now... Okay, we'll build that and run. So size is to whatever. You combine potato. Now it has potato at the very end. Let's try to replace potato with cheese. There we go. Potato was replaced with cheese. So this would be like the solution version, and then in here, oh, that's the old. Oh, did I do that in here? Okay, I don't necessarily want this as example code. This is going to be my lab, so I'm going to take this out of here and go into my private repository for this class and keep it in here. Source files, string lab. So then this is the solution, and then we'll have a starter version. So in here, the starter version, we're just going to have these all be blank. Okay. And usually I'll kind of modify these. It's such a pain in the butt to get onto the Windows computer, but get your foot out of the way, Luna. Sometimes I provide them with the project file for both code blocks and for Visual Studio, depending on how motivated I feel to get on the Windows computer. Boop. Okay, so right now nothing does anything in these versions. So then I have to write a text file for the thing. I can leave this over here, maybe close some of these windows. So it's kind of just a in between 05 strings. So I'm probably, I don't know. I did update a lot of these text files. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Just ignore the numbering. Change this to strings lab. Whee! Set up. This, the starter program comes with two files, main.cpp and string operations.hpp. Main is already written. You will just be filling in functionality in string operations.hpp. Hello! How are you doing, Walter Alejandro Gutierrez Duran? See you. We're gonna do, well, these are just string operations. Luna, you're so sweet. You little stinky cat. String functions. Also, we can build that. Or I don't know what it's called for LaTeX. You just compile the document, the PDF. So we don't need all of this stuff. Okay, I guess I was... Let's go into the solution. I'm gonna just keep code blocks over here. And I should put some information about the program. So let me just copy paste what's in the terminal so I can kind of see what it looks like. Subsection about the program. Okay. This, it's weird to like read out loud, but I am used to doing that when I'm like doing programming videos, because otherwise you're just like silently listening to me talk, so I just want to like read as I'm typing. Works with a string of text. There is a menu that allows the user to get information about the text or to modify the text using some common C++ string functionality. And the string operations.hpp file, there are some functions to handle each of the menu options, and you will be implementing these functions. So that's what it looks like for the most part. My eyes hurt. Like, I don't know if I got enough sleep. I was up till 2 a.m. watching movies. Look at you. What? Luna just wants to hug. Okay, hi. Are you happy? Go do something. Go play with mice. Go play with the mices. I have a hairy face. That's fine. Oh, um, my Spanish is not good. Lo siento. I like literally haven't studied in years. um, but we could do the same thing. Is this clear enough? Oh, you can't hear the audio. Gracias por ver. No soy bueno con el español. Lo siento. Good luck with studying C programming and with making games. Let's make this more grammatically correct. Buena suerte estudiando programación en C y creando juegos. Okay. So we're gonna have a set of functions. Um, Usually I'll set up these chapters like this so they can see the function header. If you want to practice your English, you can always talk to me. I know how hard it is to learn another language. Si quieres practicar tu inglés, siempre puedes hablar conmigo. Sé lo difícil, que es aprender otro idioma. Um, yeah, like with Spanish, like I know verb roots and stuff. But and it's the same with Hindi. It's so hard to like know how to conjugate things. So it's a lot easier to understand Spanish than, and well, if I knew more words in Hindi, understanding Hindi than understanding or to speak it to generate unique sentences with your brain. I should order these in the same order as the menu though. size, letter, find, contains, substring, order. Okay, these are in the correct order. Oops. I'm very particular with how my documents are formatted. I want them to be very presentable and readable. Oop. So then each function will be its own little chapter. Okay. I should add some information about testing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. I know that Portuguese is spoken in Brazil. I'm sorry. I totally know that Portuguese is spoken in Brazil, but I wasn't thinking. I'm tired. I don't know how to. Okay. And there are a lot of Esperanto speakers in Brazil. We could speak Esperanto together. I actually know quite a few people from Brazil from learning Esperanto and Ido. So I should know better. I just wasn't paying attention. Sometimes I don't pay attention. Just put this over here while I'm working. Okay, testing, get size. So what I want to do is also have the documentation. Well, let's put documentation for each of these. This is find. One of the problems I run into when writing documentation is like clearly find has parameters and I want to be able to write like this is a function. If I do this, then sometimes students will put 3 ellipses inside of the function print the argument list. But I also don't want to just like type it out all the way. I just want them to know it's a function. So it's hard to, I mean, I could, if I just put like int in here, then they're going to also just try to type an int, or they'll try to type an int and then the argument. So it's kind of hard to communicate this is a function without confusing them. Let's see. That's going to be using find anyway. Substring. Compare. Insert. Oop. Yep, okay. Erase. Replace. Okay. Okay. So this function will just output the length of the string to the user. And usually at the beginning of labs, I'll kind of make it super easy on them. The function parameter here is str, and we want to get its size, so we will use the strings dot size function and cout, or let's say output the result via cout. So by the time they get to the very last one here, I'm not going to handhold them as much, but we're starting off simple. They would have just learned about functions, so they're still very new to the idea, so you have to like explain, like, we have this parameter. They don't have to worry so much about the implementation of main. Just the string we're working with is str. Okay, get letter. Oop. For this function, create an integer variable called index. Ask the user to enter a value for the index. using cn, and then the problem here is going to be with all of the... Maybe I should leave the inputty parts and just have them do the strings, because an annoying part is just dealing with switching between cin and the get line with cin. And that causes a lot of confusion at the beginning as well. Here, so I'll do that, and then they can enter in. We'll make it really, really hand-holdy. Character number blah is... See out the index character of these str, and then placeholder set found position to the result of the find function. See, if I put it here, they're not... They're gonna put it as an empty thing with no arguments. Contains... use the find function above, call it if that function returns oh wait, fuck. Because I changed this around from when I originally had it, the way I had it. So use the find function like in the function above if it returns string in POS, then display string not found, otherwise display string found. So we'll leave that for them to implement. Starting position. Get the use the substring function to get a substring of str, assign this substring as the new value of str. So a bunch of sleep in my eye. You use the compare function, store the result in the result variable. Use the plus operator to add the second string onto str. Use the insert function to insert the insert string into str, assign it as the new value of str. use the erase function, blah blah blah. Okay, this will be two steps. One, use the find function to find the position where the replace me string shows up. Two, use the replace function. Now let's say to use the size function to get the size of the replace me string. Use the replace function to replace the down string with the new string, the insert string. Assign the result as the new value of str. Okay. Where did my thing go? Being a game programmer. It depends on whether you want to work as an independent developer, indie, or work in the industry. Most indies use something like Unity or Unreal or even Game Maker and have, well, I mean, not everyone has success, but knowing Unreal can also be helpful in the professional world, but however, I've never worked in the professional game industry, so I can't speak to it much. Generally, if you're working independently and self-publishing your own games, use whatever tools work for you. That could be the engines that most indies are using, or if you like a specific programming language, you can use that. So you can write games in C with Allegro or SDL. I like using C++ for game development. Unity uses Python, JavaScript, and or C#. I think Unreal uses C++. I'm a weirdo and I don't like using engines, but being independent, it might be easiest to publish mobile games. So learning tools for Apple products could be good too. I've published some Android games, but it seems like Android development is always changing every time I open Android Studio. But I guess the same is also true for Apple. Because then they start with like Objective-C. No, they're like using Swift or something. Okay, let me. Since we're talking about games, if you haven't seen game code before, here's some of mine. Let's see, these are old. Hi there, Ed. So here is just loading image files in Allegro, loading sound files and music files. A library will help you with the audio, graphics, input. I am in Linux Mint using the Mate desktop environment. I'm in like Linux Mint 2019. I ordered an external hard drive and I'll probably be reinstalling Mint here soon because things are getting a little bit wonky with this installation. I'm getting kind of some weird shit that I've never experienced before. Like sometimes it won't detect what I'm typing in on the keyboard. For instance, I have this weird bug here. So if I do a new project and I can type here, blah, blah, blah. But if I make a typo, I hit backspace, it doesn't show up here until it loses focus. So to do any backspacing, I have to like leave the thing. This repository is, you can see this here. Oh, I use GitLab because GitHub is now owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft works with ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement in the US. Cool. I used Cinnamon before, but I think I like end up switching desktop environments every so often. But I've been really happy with Mate for a long time. Um, Man, I'm so tired right now. I could play a game, but I'm actually kind of behind on work and stuff, so. Um, I might work on this more later. My head just kind of hurts. So I'll just leave this over here. Maybe we can look at some other cool stuff. I don't know. Hmm. I haven't done any game programming in a bit. And I'm not going to do any game programming right now because I don't know what to even make, but. What was I even doing? I'm doing game art for a friend when I'm not slacking off for like a full freaking month. Um, been working on my website a little bit every so often. So that's my website, latest version. Um, Sometimes I work on little text games in C++ just because it's easier. Actually, let me go to my GitLab. We can look at what I've done recently. Yeah, I've used Allegro version 4 and SDL version 1.2 a lot in the past, as well as SFML. What version are they on? I think I've used the old version and the newer version. 2.5. I don't remember what the version was before. I kind of prefer SFML because it's built on top of C++, but a lot of open source games are built on top of SDL. That actually gives me an idea for a video, so I'm gonna write something down. Laptop is hot. Video ideas. did my cat camera mess up? No, it's still there. I don't know why it wasn't showing up here. Oh, because I didn't click on it. There we go. Cat view. um, so I have this day planner that I have been working on. So I keep all of my game dev notes and stuff in it. But also just day plans, like what I'm supposed to be doing. So I try, maybe I'll just put this in the back of September. I usually have like categorized ideas, but I like keeping track of my ideas because otherwise I'll forget them. I'll forget the ideas I have. I'll forget projects I'm working on. So I think I have like ADHD, and like I haven't seen a doctor about it because making appointments is hard. But thinking of myself as ADHD, like viewing my behavior under that lens has kind of made things seem more like, oh, that's why. That's why my food all goes bad. Yeah, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. See you. I forgot what I was thinking. Okay, I was writing some games to use as course projects. So those are just small text-based games. I've been doing a lot of D&D stuff. I don't know if Soda Pop is still in here. Soda Pop plays in my campaign, so I would pull out the campaign book, but I don't want to spoil it. But I don't know. Here's the Dungeon Master's Guide. Don't look at the campaigns stuff. I might do another one of these. Let me what are these right here? So I like got that book online of a old basic text adventure, so that's currently running, but I also bought some other text adventure books or just basic programming books. Like this one's mostly just how to do basics, so that one's not as interesting, but and this is actually a really cute book. But I thought I might try to port more games from basic to C++. I don't know if anyone is interested in that. I don't think. Oh, not looking. Well, I'm still not showing the book. It's a secret. Yeah. So here's my analytics and shit. Oh, these are scheduled to go out later. But yeah, I don't know. These it's weird because like I know I have not posted a lot over the years, but I used to get so many more views on things, and I think that's really a um just visible in how the algorithm has changed over time. So like we can go to this is still like this year stuff. If we look at like even just random freaking crap I made a long time ago, it would have like thousands of views for some freaking reason. But like my stuff just does not please the algorithm anymore. People look at my math videos. Why didn't my Uttarakhand video get so many views? I don't know. Maybe, I guess people like Uttarakhand. So like Moose Invaders here has 1,000 views. Okay, have fun with your game dev stuff. Have a good weekend. So this is just like an hour-long video where I program a Space Invaders clone with Greenfoot. Um, and I got, look at these comments. I got comments. It got 1,000 views, but if I like the programming videos I do now will be like got 40 views, or like I assume these will get more views over time as students are looking for um how the heck do I do branching? My teacher doesn't explain it good. And then we can look at my most popular videos, which are these. I also moved this to my Conlang channel to try to share some of the view count to my other channel, but really it's just cutting into the amount of dollars I make. The dollars. I make a bunch of dollars per month. So much dollars. um so these are my most popular videos. Mostly tutorial stuff. But yeah. Uh boop. What else am I doing? I've been drawing, but I have my sketchbook in the other room. I've open sourced some of the old games I've made because I just haven't done anything with them. I worked on a D&D grid. I don't know if I have it still in here. I don't even remember the URL. Web? No? Let me SSH into my server because I don't remember. I think it's just under my Moosader. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. Web games. So I originally made, oh, that doesn't work right. I originally made this to do with D&D stuff, but oop, we didn't use it at all. And since then I've started using like Roll20. Also, like if multiple people modify this at once, it's gonna mess stuff up. So that was, sometimes I work on web-based stuff. I have some stuff I made for kids. This one doesn't even get a load anymore, huh? That's JavaScript for you. Was that plain text data files? Every so often I make like a data generator thing. Oh, I like scrolled too far. Oh yeah, I made a quiz thingy. Quizzes? Is it quiz.moosader.com? Maybe it's quizzes. What did I name it? I made like a, oh, I put in a different domain. Quizzes.moosader.com. So I made a web-based quiz that tells you what kind of potato you are, but it's also open source, and it doesn't take any data from you. Because I keep seeing like people are starting to do quizzes on Facebook more often. Um, but they're like so clearly, I just don't want to do their quizzes because it's gonna take data from me, like just more data. I'll eat most all vegetables. I usually take a nap a day. Maybe. It depends on how tired I am. I'm great at math. I don't know if I'm really great at math, but um Oh man, I could go for a boba tea. Oh, I'm a sweet potato today. So I just like write this, like the JavaScript's a mess, and the HTML's a mess, but it's just a little quizzy quiz thing. Uh, I have a project ideas repo. I haven't been using it. Just all kinds of projects. I just completely forgot that existed. Oh, did I put the source code up there twice? Or is this in some sort of not? I don't know. What is life? Here's that, and then also, is this the same? Maybe it's the same. Okay, I guess that's just in a different order. I have some old game source code up here. It's an old Android project I didn't finish, but I did quite a bit in. Visual novel, mobile game, like educational game for kiddos. Oh, that's a picture of cats. I guess sometimes I like take screenshots using the Linux utility, and then I set this to go in a certain place, and I forget to unset it when I am like saving photos or something. Oh yeah, I was doing like a C++ version. Oh my god. I wish I could just stick to one project. I'm so bad at sticking to projects. Ugh, I hate Android development. I hate Android development so much. Aventura Cato. This was in Love 2D with Lua, which meant no classes, at least back when I was writing this stuff. I must have classes when I'm writing games, otherwise I will be very, very sad. Now my old, just various game engines. I feel like doing a rant about my game engines. Maybe I'll put that on the list too. Rant about Gamedev. Engines. Writing the same code. Mobile development. Oh, there goes my cat camera. There we go. We can look at this cat for a bit. Kabe! Kabe! Are you super sleepy? Are you asleep? Android development. I don't know. And cats are very relaxing. You just have to, like, know how to treat a cat. Because like, a lot of people don't like cats, but it's because they don't know. You basically just have to let the cat do what it wants, and you can't control the cat, you know? Let them sleep, let them move where they want. I try not to pick up the cats too much and move them around, because that, like, they have a place they want to go or be. I don't want to interfere with that. Um, and my Gaderos engine, which I've released some games with Gaderos Mobile, or however it's pronounced, but um, They don't have a native, like, Linux client. I'd have to build it from source. And also, the most recent time I used it in 2019 for a prototype, it's probably Android Studio's fault. Everything in Android Studio is bad. I literally opened up Android Studio yesterday, and I couldn't even get the emulator to run, and it's so annoying. I freaking hate mobile development. I built like um, gift grab in Gaderos. Actually, well, no, I can't open source that because um, this was actually a game that I wrote for somebody else, but it had the different theme, and it was for a company in California. But I bought the rights back to publish it myself, and I reskinned it as like a Christmas game. So the source code still has references to that original client, so I can't really open source this without going through a bunch of the code, and I just don't have the brains. Like, I don't have the mental energy to do that. I could rewrite the game. I've thought of that, but it's not really a popular game. It's on Google Play. Where's my quick links? Oh, I guess I also have it on itch.io. Nope. But I had a link to my Google Play on here. That's why I have like a custom homepage so I can get placed, but I don't want to like go to my... Oh yeah, this is just the... That's not the... Maybe it's 3 different links here. Okay, I see. Google Play. Like, I was going to make another game like this, which is just built in Android Studio, but I just couldn't even get anything to work. This was built with Gaderos. These were built with Gaderos. This version was built with Gaderos. This was built with Gaderos, I think. Yeah. And then this is RenPy. This is just normal Android stuff, vanilla Android. I was also wanting to make updates because Toki Pal is like my best performing app. But it's so annoying. I hate Android development. I hate mobile development in general. I don't even have a Mac to work on Mac stuff. Or I have a iMac somewhere that does not work. Or a Mac Mini, I guess. What is it called? The little cube thing. The stream is now just Rachel looks at repository. Okay, so here's like the Gaderos version and then the newer version of Fin and Kit, so... I had to make entities. Something I hate about Python and Lua with the script and JavaScript, no? I don't know. I hate writing games in JavaScript too, but just having to reference itself for every freaking non-class variable, like an instance variable. And I think it's better in Python now, but it's just so ugly to me. And then C++, we have entities here. We got jumping object. So, I don't know. Stuff. Time is it? Noon? I might go back to sleep for a bit before I have to go do other things today. I'm really tired. I drink coffee, but I'm still sleepy. Well, that's all I really have. I don't have anything else to talk about. I could blog in my custom blog that I wrote, custom blog format, but I don't feel like it. Here's my Ezra game engine for Python. I really should do a rant about all my game engines and stuff. It's annoying. Stupid. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. I don't know, where's my stream thingy? Current 3 people watching, but thanks for joining me. My husband's now awake too, so we have some paperwork to do.